If you love me, please don't judge me. Got my hands tied, the power's above me. Don't shoot the messenger, I'm just a puppet here. If you wanna place blame, then look to the puppeteer. Family, fortune, envy, jealousy, privilege, passed on, legacy, secret, sabotage, borderline, felony, suicide, subtract, selfish, pedigree, yeah.
Wow, COTA was one crazy-ass race. Like, man, what a crazy-ass finish to that race. That was insane, man. I legit thought Bowman had it there. I thought Bowman was going to steal the win out of nowhere there. But, man, what a finish. Before we talk about what happened now in the Cup race, we need to talk about all the other races that happened this weekend. Only a few races this weekend happened. So, trucks happened at COTA. Well, trucks race, well, for the most part, the race was mainly dominated by Kyle Busch until a late race caution came out, forcing the race into overtime. And then in overtime in turn 11, Alex Bowman would go for a dive bomb while trying to pass Stuart Friesen for second. Both Bowman and Friesen touch. And then Kyle Busch ended up being just an innocent bystander that went wide, and both Friesen and Bowman went right up into Kyle Busch. And that knocked all three of them out, which opened the door for Sammy Smith to come out of nowhere. And Sammy Smith comes through and gets his second win of the season. So now Front Row Motorsports has won 2 truck races this year. And Front Row Motorsports has now won at COTA in back-to-back seasons because they won at this track last year with Todd Gilliland. So yeah, Front Row Motorsports is now establishing themselves as a top truck series team. So yeah, this should give some hope for the Cup Series team. Because Front Row Motorsports' success so far in trucks, it proves that they can be a successful team if they can get the right talent and the right pieces in place. So yeah, they're kind of like they can be like Rick Ware and like other series where they can be success. So yeah, Front Row can be successful in the Cup Series. They just need to get the right talent and pieces in place. Kind of like with kind of like with Rick Ware Racing, because we've seen Rick Ware Racing do well in series like the Penny Series, IMSA, and IndyCar. Like, Rick Ware can be competitive in Cup if they get the right pieces and talent in place. And, of course, a lot of the Kyle Busch fans were hating on Bowman for making that move. What exactly did Bowman do wrong? Like, Bowman was literally going for the win. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't know Alex Bowman was supposed to just lay down and die to Kyle Busch in a truck race. Then again, let's be honest though. You want to hear the honest truth here? Both Kyle Busch and Alex Bowman had no business being in that truck race to begin with. To be perfectly honest, I think Alex Bowman was only in that truck race just to troll Kyle Busch and all the Busch sexuals. Just to mess with them even more. Because Kyle Busch fans already hate Bowman for that t-shirt thing. Especially with the 18% donation going to local animal shelters. I think mainly the Kyle Busch fans are just mad that 18% isn't going toward the Kyle Busch Foundation. But hey, Kyle Busch fans, you still got that donation from Chase Elliott's Truck Series bounty 2 years ago, so you still got that. Like, man. Like, I honestly felt like Alex Bowman just did that mainly to prevent Kyle Busch from adding another meaningless truck win to pad his stats. But yeah, like, let's be real though. If it was Kyle Busch doing that, they would all be praising Kyle Busch like a god and saying, oh my god, how much Kyle Busch is an absolute wheelman. You should never doubt Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch gets hated for so much petty bullshit. He's the most overhated driver in NASCAR today. Like, literally. That's literally how it would be if the shoe was on the other foot. Like, if the shoe was on the other foot, Kyle Busch would have done the exact same thing that Bowman did. But yeah, Bowman was just doing this advice that Ayrton Senna once said, which was, if you no longer go for a gap that exists, then you are no longer a real racing driver. But Kyle Busch fans, I'll give you one positive for this truck race. At least Alex Bowman didn't back into the win this time. Shane Smith backed into the win instead. Oh, snap. Now on to the Xfinity race. Well, the Xfinity race, this race was mainly dominated by AJ Allmendinger for much of this race. Just like every other road course race AJ Allmendinger competes in. Like, there was some close battles for sure, but in the end, AJ Allmendinger, he was able to hold off a late charge from Austin Hill and others, and Allmendinger gets his first win of the season and wins at COTA. So now add COTA to the list of road courses that AJ Allmendinger has won at in Xfinity. Like, Jesus Christ, which road courses has Allmendinger not won at in Xfinity? I know Portland for sure. Well, he never won the Daytona Roval. Believe Indianapolis. He didn't win Indianapolis, though. I believe the only ones he hasn't won it yet are Indianapolis and Portland. That's it. And then after that, he's completed everything. No, I believe Allmendinger has won Watkins Glen before, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, Allmendinger just adds another road course track to the list of road courses that Allmendinger's won at an Xfinity. So yeah, with that win, it means that Allmendinger's now guaranteed a spot in the Xfinity chase this year. I mean, there was no doubt about Allmendinger. Like, I think Allmendinger might be part of the championship for this year. But yeah, congrats to Allmendinger on that win. Also this weekend, the ARCA West race happened in Irwindale. And yeah, that race fucking sucked ass. It was a fucking boring ARCA race. A race that was completely won and dominated by Tanner Reif. Like, Tanner Reif led, like, every single lap. I think it was, like, 5 or 6 cars left on the lead lap by the end of the race. Like, it was a pretty boring race. But, yeah, Tanner Reif gets his first career ARCA West win. So, yeah, 16-year-old Tanner Reif is now officially a winner in the in the ARCA West series. So, yeah. And I believe next weekend another NASCAR series starts their season up next week, and that is, whatchamacallit? Oh, yeah, the Wheel and Euro Series. See how the Euro Series starts this next weekend. So, yeah. We got some more series starting up. But I believe the Mexico Series starts up within a week or two. So, yeah. Almost every series will now be started up as of next weekend. Except for the Penny Series. And if anyone's wondering, the Penny Series, which is the series up in Canada, that series doesn't start until mid-May. And I plan to be at the season opener for that race. In fact, I plan on being at the first 2 races of the Penny Series season. So, yeah. Got that to look forward to. And yes, there will be vlogs for those. But yeah, anyway. And F1, I already mentioned F1's getting its own video. So, yeah. Not going to comment much there. Now to the Cup race. So, now the Cup race at COTA. Well, this race, it was pretty much Chastain's race, man. Like, Ross Chastain drove an absolute brilliant race. Like, much of this race, it was between Chastain and Briscoe and Allmendinger. I mean, the one excitement we did have throughout much of this race was the big, epic Twitter war between the Chase Elliott fans and the Kyle Busch fans. When Chase Elliott would dump Kyle Busch for position in turn 12 early in the race. And then we see Elliott fans pull off the excuse again, because the one thing I've heard from Elliott fans is saying, oh, Kyle Busch deserved to get dumped by Chase Elliott because of Darlington 2020. It's like, are you fucking serious right now? We're still butthurt about Darlington 2020, something that was like, what, almost 2.5 years ago? Get a fucking life. Grow the fuck up, seriously. We're still butthurt about Darlington now? For fuck's sakes, Chase Elliott already got his payback for that. You know, remember the Truck Series bounty that Chase Elliott won 2 years ago when he beat Kyle Busch in a truck race at Charlotte? You remember that? Since Kyle Busch fans like to Chase Elliott fans like to cling on to the past so goddamn much. Like, so yeah, they should be able to remember that one since they always cling on to the past so much. Like, literally, every time Chase Elliott wrecks someone, they always pull every single excuse in the book saying, oh, that guy deserved it because of this race from like 5 years ago, or this race from 10 years ago, or this race from last year, or because, oh, this man pissed in Chase Elliott's cornflakes last year, or last month, or someone put 3 creams in Chase Elliott's coffee instead of 2. Like, literally, the amount of fucking excuses people make to justify Chase Elliott's wrecking someone is fucking unbelievable. It's like, goddamn, how can you come up with that many excuses for your damage control? Like, bro, man. And let me just point this out. I am not a Kyle Busch fan. In fact, if anyone knows me, I cannot stand that bastard. Hell, I like Chase Elliott more than Kyle Busch. And yet in this situation, I'm going to take Kyle Busch's side. Like, come on, man. Like, I just proven here that I'm not biased, like 95% of the Kyle Busch haters on this site. Yeah, because trying to reason with Kyle Busch haters, it's like talking to the equivalent of a brick fucking wall. Like, literally, Kyle Busch haters cannot let go of the past. Like you can all shit on Denny Hamlin for what he said about Elliott fans at Martinsville last year all you want. In the end, he was telling the truth about them. Elliott fans cannot let go of the past. They hang on to the past like it's their date at prom. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, Elliott fans need to grow the fuck up and get a life, man. And besides, in 2020, Chase Elliott got the better end of the deal over Kyle Busch with the championship. Like, god damn it, Elliott fans, be less salty, for fuck's sakes. God damn. And then people wonder why everyone hates HMS fans. I wonder why. Not like we have a portion of the fan base still letting go of the past. But let's be real, regardless of how anyone feels about Chase Elliott or Elliott fans, they'll still buy Chase Elliott's bathwater if they could. Or a bag of his air. Or farts. Or whatever the fuck they do next. I mean, for fuck's sakes, they made a t-shirt for Chase Elliott winning the most popular driver for how many fucking years in a row last year. Like, goddamn, that's just cringeworthy. And of course, we also have, Chase Elliott, though, he was able to get up there and contend for the win late. Until Chase Elliott's pit crew once again shit the fucking bed late in the race. When the right tire changer might have missed the lug nut or the jackman was too slow, they couldn't make up their fucking mind about which one was at fault. You know what? I'll make it simple. Both sides were at fault. Both members were at fault because it's a team fucking sport. It's a team sport. You win as a team and you lose as a team. If you fail as a team, then everybody gets blamed equally. But yeah, to all the Elliott fans, I say this. You still want to fire Gustafson? Because I think it's pretty clear as day that Alan Gustafson isn't the issue on that 9 team. And I think that rabbit hole goes a lot deeper than Gustafson. Let's be real. They could fire Gustafson tomorrow, and that pit crew would still shit the bed. They would. I feel like Elliott fans are just blaming Gustafson just to use him as a fucking scapegoat. And because he's the easiest person to blame. Either that or don't blame Kyle Busch for it. Or Kyle Larson for Larson, quote, being a bad teammate. Like, god damn. Elliott fans just make so many fucking excuses. Like, I like Chase Elliott, but I can't stand at least half of that fucking fan base. That fan base makes me want to roll my fucking eyes every time. Like, it's goddamn mind-boggling. And honestly, you want to tell me what's worse, Chase Elliott haters or Chase Elliott fans? Honestly, both are equal, to be perfectly honest. Same deal with Kyle Busch haters and Chase Elliott fans. Like, they're both equally the same. Like, I can't tell the difference between each side. Like, that's just what the media does to them. It just divides them every time. Like, they just keep falling for divide and conquer. That's simple. But yeah, anyway, let's move on to the race because we had a number of late race cautions, including Larson just having a shit race. And a bad strategy call by Cliff Daniels, man. And here's the difference between Larson fans and Chase Elliott fans. Anytime Cliff Daniels fucks up, we don't demand Cliff Daniels to be fired. But anytime Alan Gustafson fucks up, Chase Elliott fans demand him to be shot in a rocket straight to the fucking sun. There's the difference between both fan bases for you, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah. And then late in the race, Larson just got stuck in the sandpit after Logano forced him up there and they both went in the wall and took Kurt Busch with them. Yeah, that's just a main exclamation mark on just a rough day for Larson and company. Like, Larson's just had an ugly start to the year other than the win at Fontana and that second place finish at Las Vegas. Like, Larson this year has been the equivalent of boom or bust because this is now Larson's 4th finish of 29th or worst in the first 6 races. And 3 of those finishes of 29th or worst were DNFs. Like, Larson has definitely been boom or bust. But yeah, still early in the season, still a long way to go. And like I've said before, the season's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And keep in mind, Larson's team struggled much of last season. They had a bit of a slow start too. But by mid-season, they were already up there and contending on a daily basis. So yeah, if anyone wants to say that Larson's suffering a championship hangover, come back to me on this by July or August and we'll talk. But it's still early in the year. There's still a long way to go. But anyway, back to the race though. In the end though, we would have a battle for the win between Allmendinger and Chastain after Reddick got forced out. And then on the last lap, we would have Allmendinger do the bump and run on Chastain in I think it was turn 16, I want to say. And it was around where that tower was. In that big hairpin turn heading to 19 and then 20. And then in 17 and 18, Alex Bowman would force Chastain and Allmendinger up, and Bowman would go for the win. So yeah, and then when it looked like Bowman was about to have it in the bag, entering turn 19, Chastain would then punt Allmendinger right into Bowman. Bowman would go wide, Chastain would stay low, and Allmendinger would spin out. And then Chastain, he would get the lead over Bowman and then into the drag race off to turn 20. And then Ross Chastain, who drove a brilliant race all day, Chastain comes through and gets his first career win. So Ross Chastain is officially a winner in the NASCAR Cup Series, getting his first career win at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. So yeah, congrats to Chastain on getting that first career win. You know, very well deserved. He drove a brilliant race. If anyone deserved to win today, it was definitely him. 100%. So yeah, and with that, Trackhouse also gets their first win in the Cup Series. And with Trackhouse winning, this means that Pitbull, the rapper, the hip-hop artist, you know, Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305, Pitbull is officially a winner as an owner in the Cup Series. So now Pitbull has now officially won a race as an owner in the Cup Series. So yeah, you know, congrats to Ross Chastain. Congrats to everyone at Trackhouse Racing. You know, all those fans. You know, congrats to them. You know, well-deserved win for all of them. You know, Bowman ends up second. Yeah, just, you know, Bowman, I thought Bowman would have, I'll be honest here, if Chastain didn't punt Allmendinger in the turn 19, Bowman more than likely would have stole this win. Yeah, because it was looking like Bowman was going to back into another one. And yeah, just, you know, Chastain did everything he needed to try and win. Plus, you know what? You know, with Allmendinger forcing Chastain wide, what Chastain did to Allmendinger was fair game. You know, that was just hard racing, man. You know, just Alex Bowman just ended up being in Allmendinger's way. And just ended up being an innocent bystander in that whole thing. But yeah, congrats to Chastain. And of course, Chastain finally gets to smash a watermelon in the Cup Series. So yeah, Chastain the Melon Man got the first career win. And with that, Melon Man is now officially locked into the chase. I think Chastain actually could be a dark horse contender for the championship this year, because now this is his fourth consecutive top 3 finish. Chastain is easily the hottest driver in the Cup Series right now. And also with this win, it means that Trackhouse will get a chase appearance before Michael Jordan in 23XI Racing. But 23XI might make the chase this year with Kurt Busch. But yeah, still, what a race, man, and congrats to Chastain. That was a very crazy and chaotic finish to the race. But yeah, anyway, next week we go short track racing up to Richmond. So yeah, next week we go to Richmond. So yeah. Anyway, that'll wrap it up here. And that's all I gotta say, and I'll see you on whatever I make next. Peace. NASCAR Heavyweight Champ, out.